Howdy, friends. It's Tuesday. P is in the mood for tweaking some tags and maybe making them into bookmarks and whatnot for the, swappy makey thing. If you want to know what that is, you need to go over there to Makers.
Yeah, but it's too late for you to sign up.
That's true. So, I think next month there's going to be a real humdinger of a swap and whatnot. I don't know. There's some things coming up, y'all. So, best to be over there and get knowed up. Why is that light?
What?
That light is not where it's supposed to be.
Which one?
This one? Yeah. It needs to be more in. Because when it falls upon your face, you glow like a little angel that you are.
Oh, there. Sure that my little halo catches some of that. Is that more better?
That's so much more better. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we are arty-friendly people. Arty-friendly. Friendly and arty.
Most of the time.
And sometimes we're funny. That's mainly my job. I try. Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
The other reason I'd like you to say hello in the chat so I can say hello back, because that's how I know that you're here. Make sure you have turned your chat over to live chat, because otherwise you might miss something. Or you might feel like, nobody's hearing me. Why? That's why. Usually that's it. All right, we've got Angie Apple, Barbara, Betty, Brian. Aw, Brian, third time's a charm, honey. You're hooked.
Oh, did he get his ATC?
He did, and I meant to go over to his channel to see if he had done a little video about it. Have you done a little video? Keep an eye on chat, see if he replies back. I'm reading names.
Okay.
Candy, Carrie, Colleen, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Dawn, Deb, C, Eddie, Elizabeth, Ellen, Erna. Did Dawn pop in there or Colleen? Maybe Colleen or Carol. Hello, Carol. I think that was who it did. Erna, Estella, Imelda, Isabel, Jennifer, Julie, Kathy, Linda, Lizanne, Lori, Lydia, Margie, Marguerite, Michelle with one L. Hey, Michelle with one L. And now, are you guys still?
Mo said she saw Brian's video.
Okay, well, there we go. We have confirmation.
Confirmation.
I shall be going to visit that. Might even spotlight it if I remember to do all that business. Life is hard, y'all. Life is hard. Anyway, Michelle with one L, I think, is one of the Michelles that does stuff with... Ooh, see now. It was in my brain.
Oh, trust me, that just gets worse as you get older.
And then we've got Michelle Walls. It'll come to me here in a minute. Panka, Robin, Rose, Sandy, Shannon, Silver Granny and a Grumpy No. That is Lynn, Tammy, The Shelly Studio. That is Margot, Tutu Hale. That is Tammy Odom, Veronda. All right, and that is everybody that showed up in my list. If I missed you, give me those pinky hello hands. Pinky hello. Sorry. I don't know why that entertains me, but it does. Y'all are just going to have to bear with me.
Easily entertained.
I am. There are certain things.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Wonderful. Thumbsy upsies, y'all. Mucho importante in the beginning.
Oh, there's Trish. Hi, Trish. And yes, thank you. I saw your little note yesterday, but I hate to interrupt Mariah when she's talking because I think it's rude. But I did see it. So thank you.
I'm going to turn that over there a little bit. Try to fight off this weird lighting that's happening.
The weird lighting?
Yeah, that's happening. Miriam is here and Trish Coogan. Hello, Trish. And Evie, I'm sure she's in the background there. Hello, Sue. Hey, SWL, that is Sherry.
Did you say Lizanne?
I did.
Okay. I think I got everybody that you didn't get.
She is feeling better.
I am feeling better. Every day I feel better.
She even called her own doctor.
I did. And entered it into my phone so I won't have to do that again because it was very traumatic. It took me 20 minutes.
The struggle is real.
Yeah, it is.
Phone calls are hard.
But now I got that
reaching out, y'all.
I got
Reaching
that
out.
sucker in there. I won't have to do that again.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, it's really a good thing because, you know, people ask me who my doctor is, and I said, I don't know. He's somewhere over there off of that one highway that we live close to.
Yeah,
I don't know what his name is.
That explains
I
it.
really like him. He's a nice guy. Yeah, but now I have it in my phone. I can whip that phone out and dazzle them with my technology. And I would be able to do that as long as they were a lot older than I am, but most of the people I run into are younger than I am. Pardon me, I'm having phlegm. You all know about phlegm? Not clam.
I'm so glad you're dazzling
Phlegm.
this crowd with your, you know,
What?
fluids and things.
Oh, yeah. Well, they all know about that.
Well, or they're going to leave and, you know, not really care about all that. There's that.
Phones
Thumbsy
are...
upsies, y'all.
Darcy said phone calls are hard, especially if you don't have the phone number. It is extremely difficult, I find. Okay. Well, when Mariah today asked me, said, okay, what are you doing today? And about, 20, 30 minutes ago, I really had no idea. I just have these little blank moments that I'm just kind of sitting here, and I don't even know what I was thinking about before she asked me something. But, yeah, I do recall that conversation. So, here we go.
Am I going topside?
Well, I thought we were already.
We ain't.
These people don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, they think you're crazy.
Well, there's
Sure.
that possibility, too.
Okay. I'm going to move that there.
So this is a brayer off and a flop off from the stencil that we were using prior to my surgery.
Yeah, probably.
You notice that nice shirt Mariah has on today?
What I really want to do is, like, I want a cover for this because I don't want it on my face, but it needs to be, like, down here on this whole business and not on your face. And this is the trickiness of, like, trying to light up three
you take
different
a piece of paper and you put it around there. That's what I did with that one up there.
freaking, just the brilliance.
We're running out of metallic clippies, though.
I got. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. I mean,
Anyway, I think this is a really very spectacular. And it already has some shiny stuff on it.
yay, shiny.
But we have to go for more shiny stuff because this is like uber shiny. Uber shiny. All right? Metallic is uber shiny. So what I'm going to do is I am going to glue down 3 tags here.
That ain't it.
I have to remember to glue them down on the right side.
Helpful.
That's kind of
Tips and tricks, y'all.
tips and tricks. Works a lot
We're
better
full of them.
if you just glue it down to the side. That I don't know. I've just got that raw, and I dare not imbibe at this point. That's one of the things that.
I don't even know why you'd mention such a thing.
Because it would help my, oh, she's using sticky notes.
Oh,
Well, they're kind of like that tape. They only stick when you don't want them to.
well, good.
Okay, now, what I'm doing on these tags, because I actually like this side. This is kind of interesting if you use that as sort of a background or something. I want to make sure I glue down this side. And I'm using Blick acrylic.
Like a brick.
And sometimes it doesn't stick well on the edges. But I like the way it smooths out and kind of like gets everything,
Gets it all in
Gets
there.
it, now, it's loosey-goosey enough to get down in the cracks.
Oh, clear. Good gosh, and I'm surprised we haven't heard about.
What? What you talking about?
Oh, just things. I'm just moving things.
I would use the one that I've already got in the water, but I find that when you do that, you do have some precipitation on your brush that waters down your
Hey, pretty dar. How you doing?
glue.
I'm Teresa Aragona.
And you just make sure that, and it does kind of help to hold it up. And I think I want to do that in about that spot right there. It's kind of a...
Now, what I usually do is give it a little, like a trim, so I get it So, see, she's leaving a lot of chance there is all I'm saying. With that amount of area.
AARP.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
Now, I could go ahead, you know, and cut that so that I'm not dealing with this large piece of paper.
Hey, Rhonda.
That might be a good idea.
Hello, Lee. Oh, well, welcome. And those of you that are new, do subscribe. Hit that little ringy bell thing. You know, it's all free. We're here 4 times a week. The jokes
Yeah, we
are
only
free,
charge
too.
you when you buy stuff.
That's right. Only when you go over to the PM Artist Studio website.
And we do like for you to do that.
It helps.
Help keeps the lights on and...
Oh, Candy loves your new beret.
Thank you. Did you notice?
Would you drink some water?
I can't reach my water.
I'm gonna get you your water. Make it great.
Okay, so I'm looking at this on this side, and I'm thinking, you know, what is the best way to get the most mileage out of this? Well, if I go up with this really light spot here, that's going to be cool, and that's going to offer me the opportunity to maybe come back with some other, you know, things to do there. So I think what I'm going to do is just glue down all 3 of these right here. Just like that. And look at that. Perfect. I mean, you couldn't have measured that out any better.
Oh, and Carol is... Okay, I thought Carol was maybe a new Carol. Hello, Carol, and welcome. Welcome to all y'all new people. Let us know, even if you're watching in the background, you know, just don't be shy. Unless you really want to, that's fine too. Because we don't know.
Same thing. Just kind of every now and then. Because sometimes this is going to lift on those corners, but overall, I think it works really well.
You can always come back with a little glitter glue.
Yes, and with the tiny nozzle and stick it in there and give it a little extra. Oomphy poomfy.
Oomphy poomfy.
Look at those beautiful little...
She says-y wezzy.
I want you to admire that application.
Look at those drops. Have y'all seen anybody drop it like she has?
Drop it. Look at that.
She's dropping it like it's hot.
Little Smurf hats.
Smurfy Murphys.
And what's nice about doing this on the paper is I'm going to get ready to stick those others down here.
Hello,
momentarily.
Pat.
And
welcome.
And the thing about the laid paper, I don't know, is that it really does grab down into those creases and cracks. And I think actually, you know, it's kind of works to your advantage.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, Kathy.
What?
She said P is becoming a glue pro.
I know. It's good someone notices. Mariah's such a picky-uni little gluer that, you know, she's kind of hard to...
Yeah?
She doesn't appreciate my...
gusto. Gluing with gusto.
My gluing gusto. I think, you know, just go the whole hog or stay at home. That's my philosophy.
Nice.
Don't worry about that.
Don't mind that.
Don't worry about that.
Don't mind that plop.
I'm fixing to incorporate it into my overall plan. There we go. Swat it. Now I'm going to do a bit of, you know, squishing out and whatnot when I do the other side. But I like to clean those edges up ever so slightly, simply because when you turn it over to do that, you know, kind of pushy stuff, on the other side, it'll squish out and glue down to your table if you're not careful. And see, look at that.
Tips and tricks, y'all.
Well, that goes without saying. Why would I be saying something that somebody else knows?
Hey, Lee. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I just want to make sure that people know that when you're dropping knowledge, that's a good time to pick that up and put it in your pocket.
That's right.
Yes, Julie, that's true. Patricia glues the bigger things, and Mariah glues the petite little kitty bitty things.
Now we can get our card back here.
And I want y'all to notice that how quickly the art started.
Yes.
Just, you know.
No lollygagging today.
Right in.
I think we did. I don't know. Pardon me.
Maybe what we should start doing is just start into the art.
And you can just chitty chat over there.
Well, that too. I think that goes without saying.
The talky one.
Yeah, the talky one. But then we can do a big old chat fest at the end. Just bring it all around. Yeah.
There we go. 3 little bookmarks.
3 little bookmarks. I just want you to know that something ain't straight, but
what?
I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
That does not matter. No worries. All right. So.
Kathy said, I noticed that. I was only 7 minutes late and she was going strong. See?
Yeah.
Hi, Sonia. I have your email and I am working on responding back. I have information. I just need to pull it together.
There you go.
There you go. Hi, Charmaine.
All right. Now that was plain, you know, this hammer. That was Hammer Mill. Hammer Mill paper.
32 pound. Premium.
32 pound that I use all the time. But you can also use your tissue paper.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and pull this. I don't know if you want to film it, Mariah. It's not very spectacular. It's the mushroom colored one.
Well, I mean, it is kind of... I would like to film it if you'd like to give me 2 seconds to get over there. See.
Well, let me crack all my edges.
Okay. Well, I like to say that in the thing because people think that's funny.
Crack the edges?
I think
oh my gosh, there's a gnat here. He's anticipating. He heard me coughing. He's going, oh, where's the booze? Where's the booze?
That's the call of the... All right, get yourself all situated.
All right.
Hold on. We've got to get the glass back out of the way.
Yeah,
don't put it back in.
Okay, cracking edges. Boom, 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 boom.
And if you want to see how this here print was created, this one was done on the was it Monday? Sunday stream. That is correct. Because Monday was the interview. The conversation with an artist.
Oh, and this is my gel plate. And I can smell that. Oh, that wonderful.
What she's talking about is this is a fairly new gel press gel plate. And I can lovely
smell that wonderfulness, the vanilla wonderfulness. Okay, now what I do like about this, even though I don't think I'm necessarily going to use it for my tags, is the wonderful quality of the print surface in these areas, the negative areas. I love that. I just think it looks cool as can be. And let's see what we've got on the other side. Okay, some interesting little, they're not terribly dominant, but little interesting lines that add something to later prints.
Yes, it was the yellow ochre. And
this one, I don't think I'm going to pull this one right now. I think I'm going to hold off on that, because it really doesn't have any relevance to what we're doing today. All right, now when I have a plate like this, it has a very equally distributed design overall. I really like to just pull it as is. I could pull this using my bookmarks that we've made over here, but I like this as is, and then I can add it to my bookmarks if I so desire. And I will probably pull this using the, Hammer Mill.
Hello and welcome, Dee Dee. Boy, we got all kinds of new people. That is so exciting. Do give those thumbsy upsies. And if you are new and you are not subscribed, please do so. It is free. And one of these days we'll hit 10,000 subscribers, and then we're going to be doing a big old giveaway as long as you pay for shipping.
Yeah. Okay, this won't be something that we can probably utilize today. It's going to be a long dry.
Yes, because it's already dry, and it's been dry for a while.
Been dry for a while.
So it needs
I want to pull it with gold because that's our, and you know when I get started on something, I just can't quit. Except I'm kind of at a standstill on my green book. I'm just not feeling anything right now, and you know, it's not like I don't have options and can't do something else. I'm retired. I don't have to.
No, there's a deadline.
Special rules or
nobody's gotten nasty in the comments about, you know, when you're going to finish it.
Good, because it'll be worth the wait, I promise you. It's just that it will take a bit. All right, now I have to move everything back again after I and I do have some things I'm going to do with Christy Hartman's flowers later. Don't want to muck those up. There we go. Put the lid on your jar. And don't just put the lid on, screw it on, because sometimes when I think I put the lid on, I just put the lid on. I don't screw it on.
She also does this with kitchen things. Yeah.
You just had to talk about that, didn't you?
I did. I just wanted to say that you were an equal lid ignorer.
I think it's just BS. I don't even remember the last time I didn't put the lid on something.
Well, that's usually because you are not the next person to come after it, and then it has been remedied or we have talked about you.
Rude. You know. All right, this is really irking me.
Well, and let me know when you need water. I'll bring your water back around.
I forgot it.
Well, no, I know, but you're drinking water.
I know, I got that too.
Oh, you did? Huh. Hi, Liz. Question, where can I find the plexiglass plates that we are using? That is a very good question. We get those at the hardware store, personally. But there are options. You don't have to go to the hardware store if you have a plexiglass dealer or window dealer or people that supply acrylic sheets. There are a lot of different manufacturers and things like that. So those are options. But we typically go to Lowe's because they offer larger like panes for windows in the plexiglass section. And you can purchase those and then have them cut it down to the size that you want.
I want to see what that did where I picked that up and moved it.
Some people buy them like online and...
I see, it didn't even make any difference.
Nah. That looks beautiful though.
I think that's going to be quite elegant.
Mm-hmm.
Give those edges another good little... And I'm probably squishing paint out over the edges. So when I say I've got to crack the edges, that's what I mean by that. Because if you don't, it catches and the paint will stay down and it'll rip your paper.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Hi, Josie.
All right, so let's bring in...
Yeah, if you have multiple plates, certainly like going the Lowe's route is the way to go because you can get the big sheet and have them cut it down to... Usually we could get, I mean, if you have a bunch of smaller plates, obviously you get more out of the one big sheet. But you can still get, you know, two plates for the larger gel plates for it. And then still have some little leftover ones. Hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda. Raw umber. I'm using raw umber.
Both Rhondas are here.
Oh, is this the raw umber Rhonda?
Well, raw umber Rhonda was already here.
Oh.
That's Griffin Shale.
Oh.
Getting renamed Rhonda.
The reason I like to use this, and I like a nice, because when I'm doing tags and when I'm doing backgrounds for bookmarks, then I have started reading more. I have my reading list on the back of my bed.
I've noticed that.
Well, I wake up at, and have to take my medicine, and it's really hard for me to just drop right back to sleep usually. So it's nice to I have my books there that I can read until I get sleepy again. And hopefully I'm not going to have to be taking meds for much longer.
Oh, Marina Lay says she's late. She would like to know more about your bracelets.
Oh, well, just let me get these down here, Marina, and I will talk to you. I will address that.
And Nightbot wanted you to use Royal Purple. It's always a good choice.
Purple is always a good choice.
We should change that to Prison Purple.
Do what?
I said we should change it to Prison Purple.
Prison Purple.
That's fine.
Okay, well, we ended up here with not quite enough for this one to have the whole schmo.
We'll hang her off for there. If you would have slid them down, you could have at least gotten a little more. We'll take it off the other end. Or that end. Just a little bit everywhere.
This will probably be the best one. You know that. That's
Yep.
the way life goes.
The stripy one.
The stripy one. Okay.
Julie wants to know that if anyone else is in Australia, do you know where one can find plexiglass?
Oh gosh. No, I don't know that.
We didn't figure that you would. But Lee's
they
here,
might have
or
some in
was.
Sydney. Are you close to Sydney? You know, these
Hi, Nicole.
places that are way out in the bush. Is that a proper thing to say, in the bush? Outback business. You know, I don't know about these things. Do people cart things in?
What I find very interesting, I mean, it's not like, shipping to Australia, there isn't like, I mean, there are definitely parts of Australia that are more expensive to ship to and take longer, obviously. But, I mean, it's noticeable even from shipping here, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
Okay, I have this. I don't want to cover up everything because I kind of like this other stuff, but this is really bothering me. And then I think about, well, so if you cover that up, then you're going to have options on what you can do.
Yeah.
With the rest of it, and I kind of think that's where I need to be.
All right, tell Marina about your bracelets while you think upon
them. Oh, yes, while we're thinking upon this. Okay, this is one of my classic tape rolls. See, I haven't signed this. And this was 03. That's how long I've had this bracelet.
Now, that was rubbings. Basically,
this was, yes, a oil pastel rubbing.
On colored tissue.
On tissue. But that's what you do. Then you just wrap it. Somewhere I've got a demo bag with the bracelet in it, remember?
Yeah, and we did one.
We did one. So there is that. Then if you go...
It's an older video. We should do that again.
We should do it.
We're better now.
We are better now.
And the lighting is somewhat better.
Much better. I love bracelets. And this is a jade one. And I think I ordered it on eBay. This is from the Asian market. They always have newspapers there, you know, where by the front door that they're just free. And I always pick them up. And then it probably says something
about what's on sale, or
or whatever. I have no idea, but I think it's graphically interesting. And this is interesting. I didn't sign this one, I don't think. But this is old, and it started to kind of yellow, which I love. Because it used to be really...
And what's interesting is it's kind of... The different pages are discoloring
kind
in
of
different...
pinky? Yeah, turning
ways.
kind of pinky. But, that's what those are
But
about.
you can do that with gel prints, too.
You can do
Save
that
your
with
tape
gel.
rolls, y'all.
And this is, yeah, I remember I was giving Mariah a really bad time. Wow. Now, see, look at that. That's one of my punctures. Did I tell you I had 21?
She mentioned, yeah.
I like to mention that just in case somebody missed that.
Oh, thanks. Mo even put a link to it. Now, just, you know, fair warning, that was a little while ago. I don't even think we had the... I probably was up in one of the corners. But I don't know. That might have been before the PCAM.
Oh.
She used to not want to be on camera.
I didn't.
But...
And then I was on once. And, you know, I'm just...
People like seeing her
I'm
make
so,
faces at me.
so photo-frickin-genic.
It's really not about that.
Yeah. Okay, what are we going to put on here? Because I need to get... and here's what I need to do. I need to get rid of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to employ old circle here.
Oh, you got some mucky muck on there. Hi, Betsy.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it's going to be an issue or not. But what I like about this is, see, I can come in and I can just hit that spot.
That's why she's also brought the board in. Not that the board is providing, you know, an awesome background, but it's more user-friendly than it is.
It's better. This side's better than the other side.
This is the better side.
What I do is I try to wipe off my... I haven't gessoed anything lately, so... And this is my stamping board. Okay, I've got some stuff on here I don't really care. It's just stuff, you know. All right.
See, Mo said it was the side-eye finger gestures and sneers we missed when there was no PCAM.
Ah, yes.
Hi, Joanne.
That. I think it's important to be expressive in your...
Well, because it just wasn't the same when I would tell people what you were doing. Just wasn't the same.
All right, I think I'm going to go... I need an opaque color here because obviously we're not doing terribly well with the... yeah, that.
Yeah. Opaque.
So, I'm looking over here and I'm thinking, okay, what about a little Prussian blue? And this is not open. I do have, and I have the open right next to the closed so that I can locate both of them. As in my other, I don't think this is going to even probably make any difference here. Crikey.
Yeah, exactly, Darcy. She says, but on Mondays, since they don't get to see you, but most of them know and have, you know, logged in the face gestures to go with, and they can just, like, you know, hear it in your voice to then match it up to what, yeah.
I'm trying to get more interesting brayer-offs because I've noticed that they make for better,
Speaking of brayer-offs, Eddie makes art. He's one of our mods here. Has done a video, and I was like, ooh! He changed it up with a little bit more of a reggae soundtrack on it. I was pretty excited about that. I liked it. I be jamming. We be jamming.
Oh, it's probably not going to work, but anyway,
Yeah,
I'll probably have to put it down more than once. Boy, that sucks down on there, I'm here to say.
Well, that laid is kind of grippy, and you did put a fair amount of stuff on there.
Yeah, I did. Oh, that's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. This is where the little gel plates are pretty fun.
They really are, and you know, they're not something that I use consistently.
Hi, Jim.
But they really have a place, and when you get ready to start adding...
Hey, Gina.
Adding little, you know, color to different parts of your gel print.
Mm-hmm.
They're absolutely wonderful. In fact, I could do that on this one if I wanted to.
Yeah, I think it just came out. Was it today, Eddie, or was it last night? And Darcy has a couple, if not a few, new videos out. I have not watched them all yet. I really want to watch the masterboard one. And then she did a video on the envelopes, keeping it a little more simple and kind of going into a little bit more detail on some things I think people were really wanting to know. So be sure to check that out if you guys are into the envelope books that everybody's doing, prompted mainly by Darcy. She started it, and now it's becoming quite popular in the, you know, little group of us. That's right, I did watch that today too, and thank you for reminding me. And then Darcy says, yes, Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, she used quite a few stencils. Darcy sent her some happy mail, and it was, that was really cool, and I liked how you did it and put the notes and everything. That was very well done. But yeah, she used all kinds of stencil stamps, and made some really cool papers. Lots of different kind of mixed media techniques. And then, is Paula here? I swear, now it's like every time I want to talk to Paula, I haven't seen her. I knew those were going to fall. So I thought the little ring thingy on my ring light over here was metal, but it's not. So my magnets don't work. And the little stickies don't say sticky. I built a shade. Oh, that's cool, Lee. Deb C has a stack of envelopes that are getting eyed for a journal book. Okay, she's not here today. Okay. I need to message her. She's our next person for next month, and I need to coordinate with her to find out A, if she wants to do it at all. I haven't even gotten that far with her. Do I have tape over here? I have medical tape. I'm going to use it.
Hot medical tape ought to work. Oh, that's a nice mucky muck.
Here we go.
Look at that swampy green there with those nice browns.
Swamp green.
Swamp green.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, these are coming along so nicely.
Ooh, and Margie has been doing the envelope build as well. And then if you haven't checked out Margie's channel, please do. Eddie has put a link to it there in the chat.
Hey, Mariah, you want to cut these for me?
Sure.
You're a lot better at this than I am.
That's true. I am. Even if you're just trying to kiss
I mean, I can do it.
I know you
but
can.
my bookmark usually ends up about a quarter of an inch smaller.
Mm-hmm. And a little wonky. She finally gives up and decides that best just to leave it at the size that it is.
Or get out the guillotine and just, you know. Okay, now we've got some lovely sort of neutral colors going on here. And this is because I want a background for my rather beautiful stencils that I'm going to bring in here. But I want to get it a little more consistent as far as the I've managed to cover up what I wanted to cover up. Now what I want to do is I want to come in with something else and make this more uniform so that I can come in with my stencils, not my stencils, but Christy Hartman's stencils, and do some of this. And I haven't decided if I want to use butter or, I don't know. I've got to get this out here though, because look how lovely this is.
Oh, and if y'all haven't watched Carrie, that's Carrie the Crafter. That's C-E-R-I, the Crafter. Latest Coffee with Carrie. Highly recommend it, especially if you were a YouTuber or a connoisseur of the YouTubers and like to know sort of, you know, some behind the scenes kind of stuff. Highly recommend it. I was highly entertained, which I usually am, but I like talking about that stuff.
Haven't watched it yet, but
I don't know that you will like find that subject matter that entertaining. because it's kind of about the YouTube-y side of things. Well, I mean, but he makes it Carrie's just a good storyteller, so it probably would be good for just about anybody, but I just really like the subject.
Okay, I was going to do, do the gel plate with this, but I decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try something else first and see what happens here. Well, that was kind of oopsie poopsie. But I do like where I put it down. If I put my dots strategically,
mm-hmm.
they stay there. I like that.
Strategery.
Well, that was a strategic drop up there.
Was it? Did you know that the blops were going to kind of stay there?
I figured it out after I did it on this page.
Oh, okay. She's learning things.
Learning things.
This is a learn as you go.
I left that little PM artist thing down there. Did you notice that, Mara?
I know. At some point, we're going to send somebody over to Carrie's channel. I like that, Mo.
What is it?
She says, so Mo says, I'm determined to catch the one in a million that doesn't know his channel. Yeah, we'll be sending some people over at some point.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one the best so far. And that's this, it's got some green gold in it. It's also got a little bit of shiny something or other. That, you know.
And then she stopped making notes, so don't even count on all that.
Yeah, I have really no idea. When they say wash out, I mean literally wash out. And I just clean out whatever's left in jars and put it all together, and that's what it ends up as.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Martha.
But I think I love this color. I really love it a lot. But I do want to do one at least. We'll get a little purple one on this one since we've got yellow out there. And I mean,
Aw, thanks, Lizanne. Yes, we know.
Kind of a nice little muted purple there.
I love that. I like the browns that come from the purple, or you know.
I do too, and I always used to think that when I was mixing for my browns, to try and get them in that range. And I've got this yellow down here, but I'm liking this so much.
Yes.
That I think I'm going to go ahead and add some of that.
I don't know though. I like the one that's right next to the more purpley one. I like it as is.
I do too. I like both of these as is.
Okay. Mo, no, not necessarily anything brand new, but yesterday we did debut Christy Hartman's Flowers, the Wild Meadow style 1, 2, and 3, which is pretty exciting. And then, oh, actually, good call. I don't know. Mo's probably prompting me because she knows things.
She's
just trying to.
She remembers things. That's my big.
Yeah, and she's probably just trying to get me to
I
say
know
things
things
that I should be saying. which is that there are quite a few exclusives that are now ready in the Gen Pop available to all. Some that, for whatever reason, we hadn't turned them on to Gen Pop. So, there you go. It's been a little busy around here. I love those. If you guys do place an order and you want some of these postcards that we chopped up to make these here bookmarks, let me know in the notes. I'll send a few to you. They're fantastic. They have that laid finish thingy. They work. We use them for all sorts of things, from ATCs to little books. Remember, that's how I made this little book here. And I've got a magnet on it on one side, and I'm going to put another magnet, and it's going to close it up. Hi, Dawn. Welcome.
Okay, I'm going to try something here. Because I
There are a few others to know.
What?
This is no longer an exclusive. Desert cracks. No longer an exclusive. Meshy squares. No longer an exclusive. Things turning up tulips. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want my stem to end up exactly in the corner. I want it to end up on the bottom here, but I want to get as much of the wonderful foliage in as I possibly can. I don't want this down here, so what I'm going to do right away is to tape that off.
Gotta watch where you put your stem.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to accentuate corners.
I don't. And I know that's, it's just a little idiosyncrasy that I have that I know I mention it all the time. I don't like things going directly in the corner. Occasionally that happens, but it's not something that I go for. Okay. Now then, what I'm thinking here, that's all right. No, nothing has been harmed.
This still gets her what she needs.
Still gets me what I need.
Just keep in mind that whole sticky.
Since it's crap tape anyway, all
Right.
I've got to do is just rub the napkin over it a couple of times and it's not sticky anymore.
There you go.
It wasn't very sticky.
Because what
anyway.
will suck is if like you're kind of in the middle of scraping some things down around there, then you hook into the tape and it actually does start to stick to you.
Yeah,
And then you
and this
finish.
is actually better to flip it over and use the other side.
Yeah.
All right, so now what I'm thinking, and see, here's another, this one right here where it goes off the page. That's always a problematic area if it's tiny, and this one happens to be kind of on the small side. So I'm just going to take a little piece of tape, put it right over the top of that, so it doesn't go over and push onto the other side.
Yeah, because that'd be a bummer.
That, and especially after we've spent all this time. What I'm thinking about here, and do I have copper colored stencil butter?
No, but you have orange and you have red and then you have, well, pull them out.
Yeah. I just, I know some of the...
They make it. They do.
I'm
We just
sure
don't
that they do.
personally own it because, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what I need is I need the red.
Why are you telling me? Because you have them.
No, you have the...
Oh, I have them.
Remember, they're in a...
Why are you talking to me? Like I know.
Hey, remember, the drawers got changed out.
Yeah. Things moved around, y'all.
Things moved around.
But let me tell you, these here cases that we also keep the stamps in, just so you know, hold the 2-ounce. I mean, isn't that cool? Look at that. Look at all the
I think we should get some more of those for and store our tea that way. I think they would fit perfectly.
in the pantry. We've got a tea situation downstairs.
Yeah.
It's just it's out of hand.
And I can't find anything, and I get frustrated in there and angry, and
Yeah, and I think
you shouldn't get frustrated.
I think
and
I
angry.
should Stop drinking the coffee again.
I'll tell you what, I haven't, no, wow, that's heavy.
It is, yeah. I don't know that you should put it on this, but okay.
It'll be fine. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, well, we could go with white. White would be beautiful. Pearly.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I think that might even be better because the copper would probably be very low contrast and fine.
Here's this. This is called Dune. I like that. Now, here's some. It's already opened. I'm trying not to open these ones that. And I've got gold. I don't really want gold. I think that's just two. But now this is a possibility. The silver.
Hi, Candace.
Nah.
Yeah, you could. It does make it a little, well, I mean, I guess if it's a heavy body. So, Candace was saying that mix the metallic acrylic into the butter, which you could. But you got to watch out because it will make it more watery depending on, you know, if it's a heavy body paint, that would be fine. But probably need to mix in with, because you've done that before. You made that weird brownish green business.
Oh, I do have that. But I think it's too dark. I think I need like, what does this say? Masking powder.
Oh, that should go in with your watercolor stuff because that's what that is.
Where did it come from?
I believe it came from our Baltimore trip. I can't remember who.
Well, I never use any of that stuff. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, let's go. I'm thinking gold. This kind of goldy Dune. It's not gold. I'll show you gold.
Yeah.
This is gold, champagne gold. But see, it's just a little more subtle. I think it's just a little more elegant. Not quite so in your face, brassy.
Brassy
Business. All right, now I really do. I hope I have one.
We love stencil butter. We didn't know. So they had sent, because I reached out to the Crafters Workshop, basically just to find out if they made larger vessels of light and fluffy. And they were very kind, and unfortunately, no, they do not. And that then they sent us some samples of the stencil butter. And I was like, oh, well, you know, it was really sweet. I'm not going to say no. And then all of a sudden, we just kept finding things that we really like to use it on and different ways to use it. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
A little pricey, but it does, like, it lasts forever.
It really honestly does. If you're sort of taken back by the price, you will find that you use it.
And it, like, because that little jar, a little bit goes a long way is basically what I'm saying.
Now see, here's an off the page down
here.
here.
That's brilliant,
I need
Gina.
to be careful about when I pull this up. And even if it's this kind of scrapey in some places where, you know, it didn't come through.
Hey, Alice.
As much. Look at that.
Lovely.
Okay, now down here, I'm taking my finger, I'm just running it across there so that it's not, isn't that beautiful? I think that's beautiful.
Yep.
I think that is a real work of art there, folks.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got all of this stuff left here. And where's our...
Yes, and we have used some of the lunar paste, and it is very similar, but yeah, more wowie zowie colors for sure. But yeah, and they're smaller little jars too, that lunar paste, but from what I remember. It was smaller than the stencil butter vessels.
You do want to clean up your stencil with the stencil butter. It's not as bad as the
texture
paste.
paste.
But nonetheless, isn't that, look at that.
Because it dries up and pretty much sets in the little crevices of the stencil, and
Yes.
pretty much
And you do
does
want to turn it over and make sure that you are attending to the back side, because you can see some of that kind of came through. And what it does, it will build up and it will make the stencil not lie down properly if you get lumps and bumps of paint on there. All right, I think that's going to be quite nice. And even, you know, look, that little bit there, isn't that wonderful?
I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that. Okay, let's put the lid on this. Not that I don't want to use this again, but I'm thinking on this one.
Hi, Andrea.
We're going to see about another. I like the roses, but I like the quality, the wildflower quality of these little,
Yes.
see those little dotty dot things there?
See, and then originally, just so you guys know that, like, you know, sometimes we do things behind the scenes that you don't want.
No, I wish that one have just been moved over just ever so slightly for what I'm doing.
The bonker head is what I want to do.
Okay, don't bonk me. All right, what I think I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put this down like this.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, Rita. It is Rita. Yes, Rita.
And then I've got that. It's not totally in the corners, mighty close. But I can't make that work here for me. Because then I've got all this busy stuff down here. And I'd have to mask off too much.
I think that one's the best, right like that.
But see, then I've got this one going off the page.
So just tape that one off.
And the rest of this will be okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, come on now, sugar.
I tend to agree with that.
How are you doing, and do you need water or anything?
No, I'm doing fine.
Okay.
How is our time?
We're 1 hour in.
I should take water yet.
Okay.
I know my voice sounds like crap. I apologize for that. All right. So, we've got that skinny bit there. And I don't know that I need this other stuff over here. But see, this is really hard.
Well, you're making it hard. But yeah. It's a struggle. Yeah.
Because I want this here. I don't want any of this. So, we're just going to go for it.
There you go.
Big old piece of tape. And remember, just because you put this down for this one does not mean you have to leave it on here forever and ever.
That is exactly right.
You can take it off and use the whole stencil as is.
And yes, we did. We had our interview with Christy Hartman, the designer of the Wild Meadow Stencils, style 1, 2, and 3. And Mo put a link to that that stream from yesterday. Thanks, Mo.
Thanks, Mo. You're rocking it as usual. All right.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Now, what about, because you're kind of moving things around there.
I didn't need this leaf down here. It's gonna matter. Okay.
Yes, the crap tape to the rescue. Hi, Carla.
Just so it's not sticking to my hand when I grab it down.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to be lovely. I'm going to tilt it ever so slightly.
Your tag's tilting with it.
Yeah, well, it's because my tape
Yes.
is tilting with me. Gotta fix this little thing here. Oh, shoot. My
What are you looking for?
tiny scissors are in my...
Here,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I love the organic edge that Christy has put in here, and I don't want to...
That's the part I was saying, oh, hey. But then I didn't know if it was going to be a big deal.
Well, I don't think it really honestly is, but it's little details like that, you know, that make or break something. Alrighty. Now, what are we going to do? I would like to try this green. Never used it very much.
Well, these are kind of the newer ones that we have.
Yeah. I don't know why. But I think it will be nice with this dark, especially where the dark is. But I think it's also going to be
Bye, Rhonda.
nice
Thanks
with
for
where
having
this stripe sort of
Yeah.
is. And I would really love it if I had a... Mariah, can you clean that for me?
Well, do you trust me? I remember I killed the last one.
Yeah, don't kill it.
Well, I lopped,
I
I lopped its handle off.
Really am missing that. We need a fatter one. Well, this one will work too.
Good golly, this thing is gooped up.
Well, and the thing about it is I need that clean edge
Yeah, you do.
to move my paint along there, and it was bumping on me, and I knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, it just keeps building up.
Yes, it does. And it gets lumpy, and you are going to be angry. Well, I was angry.
Hers takes the form of anger.
Yes.
Other more well-adjusted people may take a different route.
more patient and okay. Now, when you pull this up, it's really important to not let it fall back down. That is what I would say to you. Look at that. Only a little smush out down here at the bottom.
Good golly, lady. I mean, top and bottom, this thing was in need of a good scraping.
A good scraping?
Good scraping.
I know. And I've thought that for some time.
Here, look at this. Look at what I got off of there. Show the peoples. They'll be real impressed by that. This crowd will. If you aren't impressed by that, you
oh
might
my
not.
goodness, yes. I shall have to save that.
It's a different kind of skin.
Okay, well, let's get this down here. Clean off your edge before you put your lid on, and you'll be happier next time you try to get the lid off.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we can use this same wipey thing here. Oh, this doesn't have much moisture to it, but that may be okay too. Remember, the whole thing here is you're just using your leftovers to get some more stuff going on this brayer off, which, you know, basically was a rather clean one. I didn't mess up much. Oh, you're going to have to be careful on these. It's got those little sticky outy places that are going to catch on your... But see, look at that. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. Okay, I'm throwing that away because it's out of juice anyway. I just think this is so pretty.
Yes, that's gorgeous.
Very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, now here's our... And the minute I saw these roses, I was like, okay, that's the kind of rose I need. Because, see, I don't have to tape anything off on that. Look at that. And I knew that. And that's any one of them.
We're here to please.
Absolutely love it. Good job, Christy.
Here you go. Is that cleaned
Now
up
that's
enough?
headed to the...
Look, I got another little one off the bottom.
Good job. You got the sides too.
Yeah,
that's what's really important in cleaning these off. Is this, because this is the edge I'm going to be pulling things off of. All right, so now let's see. We've got this. This might be interesting. Is that the same? Almost, but not quite. Kind of like that darker one, actually. I do have...
Hi, Marita. Welcome.
This is super thick gel.
Yeah, they sent that as in the last thing to try.
I don't think I've used it. Dries clear and shiny.
Probably
Let's try it.
Like the dimensional stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like it's more pasty, right?
More pasty, yeah.
Yeah, like the dimensional Mod Podge stuff like comes out liquid.
Yes. It's ushy.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't be able to do that through a stencil. I mean, unless you held it in place or whatever, and then that would be a whole other situation.
Oh, yeah, that would not work at
I don't
all.
think
Well,
that
let's
would
see what this stuff does. This is a whole new product. We weren't even thinking about this. Well, I've taken some out. I must have used it. Or I might have sent some to somebody who wanted. Darcy, did I send some to you? Can't remember. Sent some to somebody.
I do think you did use it once. Now that I'm watching you kind of put it on there. I don't know what. Maybe during Christmas, because that would seem... I don't know. Maybe somebody will remember for us.
Mo.
Oh, and then Jeanette says you might have mixed it with something.
Oh, that's true, too.
Yeah.
That's certainly a possibility.
Hi, Data. Ooh.
Well, now, if it dries clear, I don't know how interesting
I know, but I still think it's going to be kind of pretty. Hey, and while that's like it is, you could come in and put some, like, powders or something on it.
I could, but I don't want to breathe any of those things right now.
I'm really not into that right now.
I'm not into snorting powder right now. I have to wait for later.
What's it on the agenda for today? It's more of
Well,
a weekend activity.
That remained, you know, all ghosty looking.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I think it says super thick gel, dries clear and shiny.
Well, we want a super thick gel that stays ghosty.
Stays ghosty.
How about all that? Ghosty gel. I'll reach out to the Crafters Workshop. I'm sure it probably already exists. Most time people want things to dry clear. I would say if that's the case, what you need to do is use impasto. Because it does dry a bit more.
It has a bit of a filmy edge to it, yes. But I do like this. I like the way it goes on. Boy, it's suavecito.
And you make sure you put that lid on quite
Super
nice.
thick gel. Adds dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how expensive is that, Mariah?
Oh, yes, definitely. So Sherry wanted to know, can you add some ink details once the butter dries? Yeah, definitely.
Sure can. Sure can.
And you could probably even, because it dries like, you know, it's acrylic. So it's plasticky. So even if you wanted to come over it with Posca, you could. Or Probably even some of the alcohol ink markers. I don't know how long it would last, because that's the iffy thing. Oh, will you hold up the jar into the technology? There you go. Candy says that will dry translucent, not clear. So maybe it will leave a little
ghosty.
Ghosty. That'll be nice.
That would be nice. Okay, here we go. Final one. Love it. Love no masking out. Yes. Okay, what are we going to use here?
I feel that was sort of passive aggressive.
What? Let's use this driftwood.
Okay.
And see
We
if
don't know, Joanne.
What is it?
Does it on it? Did it say that it's glossy or shiny? It does say shiny.
It says shiny, so I'm thinking
Yeah.
definitely gloss.
I like this color. Now, I do want to point out to y'all, P has done this a million times, so she does make it look fairly easy. There's a wee bit of, you know, like, getting used to.
You want to keep your implement, your application implement, parallel to your surface, because once you start getting it perpendicular, then you start getting into the
You're
areas.
going to push it in.
You're going to push it underneath your stencil. And then when you start pulling it up, the trick is to...
Well, you even blobbed out.
I blobbed out.
Here's my thoughts on that one, because see, she comes at it back and forth. I feel like, personally, that if you kind of just come at it in one direction. Now, some other things to keep in mind with that is that depending on the stencil and sort of where flippy bits can be, you want to watch out for that and kind of maybe move into a different direction with it. But, yeah. That'll do it, Deb. Deb says she developed her stencil butter technique on 3 dozen large gift tags one Christmas. Yeah, let me see what I can find on that, Eddie. 1 second. Oop. I'm dropping things.
Just kind of pulling that out a little bit so that it looks, and I'm not touching that one little dot down there, because we're just going to live with that. And I lost the tip of my, I don't know, I was just getting too confident there. Last one of the day. Okay, we need to. I think it's still nice, and I'm not terribly, terribly upset about that. It's not something I can't live with. Oops.
There you guys go. There is the affiliate link right there in the chat for that super thick gloss medium. Dries clear and shiny. Adds dimension. Super fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the...
Yeah, I did have that down going the right way.
Whoops.
But look how cool that looks.
Ooh. Very nice.
You don't have to have it like ultra, you just want to make sure there's not bumpy stuff on.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a ridge on the area that you're, well, look at that. We used all 3 stencils. We have, I think, a lovely, let's get them all back here. Look at them. I just love this over that Prussian blue and gold. I mean, isn't that wonderful? We'll do some more with that. Or I will, and I'll show you what I did.
Mm-hmm.
On our others that we had, that Mariah cut for me. Because we still need to deal with the backs of these. And we need to be, you know, cognizant of something there. But I'm not sure.
Jeanette would like you to sign it and frame it.
Sign what?
I think that.
Oh, this this
Yes.
brayer off. Yeah. It is pretty impressive, isn't it?
She has been intentionally brayering, so I think that, you know.
I have
counts.
been intentionally brayering, yes.
Brayering with intent to make art versus just, you know, brayering.
Yeah, get thing on. And I've been doing that also
Thank you.
when I do the, because I'm really feeling like maybe these should be stamped.
Oh, well, let's stamp some things.
We could stamp some things.
Are you up for that?
I'm getting tired.
You are. So we will stamp on Thursday.
We will stamp on Thursday.
Or I could move the camera over here and stamp.
But I don't know that you would do what I want.
She doesn't think I'm going to do it right.
No, you would do it right for you, but you wouldn't do it right for me.
her.
And what I really want you to be available for, listen my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like for you to be available for the line. Because I think...
She wants me to be her WB. That's what she's telling me. And she would like to do that on Thursday, which is fine.
I would like to do that on Thursday, if that would be all right with everyone.
No, I think that that's perfectly fine. Hey, we went an hour and 20. I'm proud of you.
I'm getting I'm just... I feel like that's irritating. It would be irritating to me if I were listening to it.
Yeah.
And I can't help it.
Yeah, people are like, yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Let's
Yeah,
look.
that's the one, Darcy.
What
That's
did she
it.
say?
You have to read chat in order to know what the WB is. And it wasn't Warner Brothers.
Oh. And you know, we don't know. This is still drying. But I think it's going to be interesting.
I do too.
Look how kind of iridescent-y. Can you see that?
I hope it sort of keeps that.
A little bit glossy. And I want you to appreciate how absolutely FP that top flower and little dotty things are.
Yeah. That is just absolutely wonderful. Well done. Alrighty, my arty friends, then we are going to go ahead and call it, and we will be back here on Thursday with some thoughts. I have some thoughts about some things. Usually I'm kind of ranty about my thoughts these days.
Well, we'll have to talk about it. I don't have any thoughts right now. But I usually do.
Yeah.
By the time, Mariah, I'm going to let you put those back where they're supposed to be.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you haven't given those thumbsy ups here at the last minute, that's totally fine. It still works. And if you're watching the replay, those also work during that time as well. Leave us comments. Do all that YouTube business. We'll see you back here on Thursday. Bye, guys.
Bye.